Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 and good evening, and welcome to the live. I am Pandi of Pandy's Hair Candy and More. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Is everyone able to hear me okay? Someone give me a thumbs up if the audio is okay and y'all can hear me clearly. That would be great. Hi, Laura Marie Bennett, Big Dog Gamer. How are you? And welcome. Okay, great. You guys can hear me. Big Dog Gamer says he doesn't get it. I'm not really sure what there is to not get, but I'll try and explain. There's nothing really complex or anything complicated about what this live stream is about. Basically, hey, I see, how are you? And welcome. Good, thank you guys. Tonight's live stream, the topic is just going to basically be on the YouTube playlist and the playlist buddy system. We all, as content creators, pretty much all have playlists. For those of us who have been on YouTube as a platform, we all pretty much have playlists. And tonight, basically, we're just going to be discussing the benefits of having a YouTube playlist and how we can implement um, new and creative ways, some new and some old. You know, I'm not certainly not the first one to do it. However, I am planning to do it in a different way, in my own way, in an effort to network with you all, my fellow content creators, and increase our watch time analytics. Because at the end of the day, if you are already at the minimum threshold of 1K subscribers, some of us are at 5K, 2K, 10K. The ultimate goal here is for us to basically increase our watch time hours. In order to hit monetization, we know that we need to reach 4K. In order to maintain your monetization, you need to maintain that 4K. So the best way to do that is by making the most use of your playlist. Now, there are other people that do it. Shout out to Team Build with Geo. Hi, Mobile Diaries, and welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. What Team Build does is a whole lot different from what I'm trying to do. And I don't knock her. I actually shout her out because I do participate in her program. It is an excellent program. However, it is a 20-hour playlist program. And what I plan to talk about is going to be smaller playlists and smaller increments of time. Hi, the Yo-Yo Diet. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Now, I'm going to just share a little bit because I've been researching this and trying to figure out ways that we can move differently in an effort to increase our watch time and our overall analytics in this area. Now, if you are one that features series on your channel, like say you review TV shows or you do gardening or whatever it is that your content consists of, you feature it in a series like week 1, week 2, week 3, so on and so forth. For example, even if your company sells like music equipment, you may have one playlist that has videos about guitars, while another playlist may have videos that features pianos, and another one that features another instrument, and so on and so forth. It's in a series. Now, the research is showing that by organizing the similar content together in the form of a playlist actually increases the likelihood that viewers will watch multiple videos in one sitting versus just catching a video here and there. Also, a lot of times, people are not going to sit and give you a lot of watch time on a 4 or 5 hour live stream. They're just not. If it's something that they're really interested in, they may check out 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but they're not going to sit through a 4 hour, 5 hour live. They're also not really going to sit through a silent stream, so you can't really bank on those for your watch time hours. Good evening, 50 plus. Thank you so much for being here, brother. I appreciate it. So what I'm planning to do is basically create what I'm going to be calling Pandy's Playlist Buddies live stream meet and greets. I'm going to be having them on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically, the idea behind this comes from, like I said, I participate in Team Build with Gio's Playlist Buddy program, and I don't knock it. I've actually gained lots of watch time hours from it. However, that's a 20-hour Playlist Buddy program, and that's a lot. When I looked at it, when I go back to my 20-hour playlist, some of my videos in that playlist are from 11 months ago. So as a content creator, we need to be keeping our content fresh in the form of, our newly uploaded videos. Now, if we are truly producing new content on a regular basis, my suggestion is that we create smaller playlists. I'm thinking more along the lines of like a 5 hour playlist, a 10-hour playlist, and say even a 15-hour playlist. So that way, when we come together in these future live streams, which I have dates set there for you, one being today, one being next Saturday, the following Saturday, and the last Saturday. Over the next course of the next 4 weeks, if we were all to implement our most recent uploaded videos, no live streams, but our most recent uploaded videos, of course, they may not be 5 or 10 hours, but we're starting to create those alternative playlists. When we come together on these future Saturday dates, we will have fresh content already packaged up in a nice new playlist, at which point when we come together in these live streams, we can connect and agree to become playlist buddies and help support each other with getting our watch time analytics up. Now, YouTube and Google tells us that playlists increase your videos rank because they're typically contain relevant videos that people tend to spend more time watching. Again, people are not going to spend a lot of time listening to your 4 to 5 hour live stream. During these streams that I plan on having, again, we'll come together, we'll meet, greet, network, and we'll be connecting with playlist buddies at that time. Hey, Scratching Queen, how are you? And welcome to the live stream. So again, my suggestion is, I'm going to use myself as an example. For the most part, I do hair videos. I do some commentary on TV shows and whatnot, but I upload like a 5 to 10 minute video. I'm trying to do at least once or twice a week. I will be throwing those new videos in a new playlist. I will come up with a name for that playlist. And when we come together to have our meet and greet live streams on a Saturday night around this time, hopefully the hopes are that there will be new people in the streams because we'll all be sharing this out. Good evening, the indoor outdoor gardener. How are you, dear? And thank you so much for coming in. I'm glad you're here. We'll be coming together. We'll be connecting. And we'll be connecting with a new playlist buddy. My suggestion is to maybe take 2 to 5 each week. The hopes are, as far as participation goes, is that everyone that comes will have a minimum of one playlist that they've created. In that playlist, your playlist should only contain your original content. Shouldn't be nobody else's videos in that playlist, and it shouldn't contain any private videos, and it should absolutely not contain any live streams. Because yes, that's going to get your time up, but if you really be real about it, no one's going to sit and listen or watch a live stream. You're going to get your hours from your live stream at the time that you're live or when people catch the replay. So that's why I'm asking that in your playlist that you create for this playlist program, please don't include any live streams. It can be funny videos, it can be silly videos, they could be 2 minute, 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever. But my suggestion is to try to get it up to 5 hours and make sure that it's fresh new content so that we can have an opportunity to see what you got going on, as well as increase your watch time hour analytics. One of the other rules for the participation in this program is that you have an alternative form of social media so that we can communicate with one another, basically to verify, similar to what Geo does as far as communicating with your playlist buddy and verifying that you've ran their playlist and vice versa, that they have ran yours. I'm very new to Instagram, but I do find it highly, what's the word I'm looking for? I find it a very good way to basically verify, because you can just send the video showing that the red lines are there and it's done. You don't even need to type a message. You send it in a video and it goes directly to that person. It's a great way to connect and let a person know, hey, I've ran your playlist, I'm done. That way we're not alerting YouTube and Google to what it is that we're doing. And you're not having to put all that in the comments. Hey, I started here, I'm ending here, this, that, and the third. You're communicating strictly on your alternative social media accounts. Now, like I said, I would suggest not taking any more than 5 playlist buddies. Now, since we're all going to be making a new separate playlist, it's okay if you only have 2 videos, 3 videos, or whatever, or if that playlist is not even 5 hours. The hopes are that we are constantly working on building our content up, putting out at least 1 new video, uploaded video a week, that you would have some new content to go in. So yay, it may not start out at 5 hours, but it'll gradually increase. And then you could work your way up to having a new 5-hour video. You could have not a 5-hour video, but a 5-hour playlist, a 10-hour playlist, and a 15-hour playlist. That way, it also gives you the ability to, let's say, oh, well, 50 Plus ran Pandi's 5-hour playlist last week. Well, next week, there's only so many people on the live stream. 50 Plus would still be able to run me, and I would still be able to run him, because, yeah, he ran my 5-hour playlist last week, but he can now run my 10-hour playlist this week, and I could run his 10-hour playlist. You see what I'm saying? Good evening, Wizzini. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Now, in this buddy program, if you're not being honest, if you're not going to run people's playlists, if you're not going to follow the rules of participation and, not loop people's videos, not speed up the videos, not try to cheat the system, or not send the proof that the playlist has actually been ran, we're just going to simply ask that you no longer participate in the playlist program. Because in the end, what that ends up doing is harming your playlist buddy. However, if we do it correctly, we will all see major increases in our analytic watch time. Okay. So basically, that was the whole purpose of my wanting to have this discussion tonight. There's a lot of things going on. Hi, Web Savvy. Thank you so much for coming in. There's a lot of people out here that are doing growth stream chats. There's a lot of people that are doing playlist programs. And this is simply another one. I'm not trying to do a growth stream by any shake of the leg. However, what I am trying to do is on my platform with the people that I'm connected with who are content creators and even with the supporters. For example, IC is not a content creator. However, she's a supporter, she's a viewer. There's a lot of people in our subscribership that are not content creators. However, if we could relay it to them that, hey, I have these playlists, it would be very helpful for me if you could take some time out to run my playlist. Well, it makes more sense for somebody like her to run a 5-hour playlist for you than to expect her to run a 20-hour playlist. You see what I'm saying? So I'm simply trying to make it a little bit more feasible for us to get our watch time in where we can. At the end of the day, we all are trying to reach monetization. We're trying to reach our 4K watch time hours, and this is simply another way that we can do it. And that has been pretty much it for the gist of what it was I wanted to come and talk to you guys about tonight. Um, if there are any questions, hello, Kenny Bay, and welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. If there's any questions about anything that I have presented or any feedback that you all would like to give, please do so right now. Type it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. And let me know if you would like to participate. Somebody asked me, what did I miss? Kenny Bay. Kenny Bay, what I'm doing here is I am starting a smaller version of a playlist program. It's going to be Pandy's Playlist Buddies, and we're going to be meeting in the form of a live stream similar to what we're doing right now. It's going to be on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with today being the first one. And basically, as content creators, there are several platforms that you can go to connect for your playlist buddies. This is simply another alternative that I'm making available. And rather than doing a 20-hour playlist program, I'm suggesting that with our newer, fresh content that we're putting out, like for myself, for example, I'm putting out a video here and there each week, like in the form of a wig review, or I'm talking about a TV show. And my videos usually only go about 5 to 10 minutes. If we could go ahead and create a playlist and incorporate the title to read, for example, Pandy's 5-hour, Pandy's 10-hour, Pandy's 15-hour, I'm suggesting that we create 3 shorter playlists. And of course, it's not going to start off with 5 hours in it. It may only have an hour in it. It may only have 2 hours in it. But we're building it up so that as we grow and go, and as we continue to network and hit the growth stream chats and things of that sort, and make new subscribers and connect with new content creators, we can refer them back to these playlists, because at the end of the day, once you've reached that first initial threshold of 1K subscribers, you're not really necessarily looking to build more subscribers as much so as you're looking to build your watch time hours. So this is why I'm suggesting that we do this. It's a great way for us to get to know our fellow content creators, and it's a great way to ensure that our content is getting played and that our watch time analytics are going up. I hope I answered your question, Kitty Bay. Does it sound like something that you would be interested in participating in? Let me see, I'm trying to look at the comments, make sure I'm not missing anyone. Because of course, when you're talking into the computer or device, it's awkward. And I appreciate you guys all coming in and being here. Okay, sounds great. Good. So again, I'm just flashing over. Next Saturday is 1/11/20. Oh, no. That's tonight. I'm tripping. Next Saturday is 1/18. So by next Saturday, everyone who's in here who would like to participate, I would say please come to the live stream with your new 5-hour your new 5-hour playlist already prepared, so that at that time, when we gather to do our meet and greet, we can then just connect, of course, the right YouTube's policies and guidelines. Just shout the name out of the person you want to connect with for Playlist Buddy. Hit them up with like an icon, a heart, or whatever, a handshake or whatever. Just don't use the pointing finger. And, let them know, hey, and I would even go as far to say, hey, type into the chat, would you like to be Playlist Buddies this week? Would you like to be Playlist Buddies this week? Now, if you already have playlists, like myself, and there's someone in here tonight who you haven't ever ran their playlist, for the most part, everyone in here I see, I have ran, go ahead and connect on tonight. I'm not saying we got to start next week, but for this new playlist program that I talked about tonight, I'm saying that will start next week. But if there's anyone in here, definitely feel free to connect with them the right way, of course, by shouting out their name with an icon and letting them know that you would be interested in, becoming a playlist buddy, and make sure that they confirm with you. Now, the important thing is make sure that your About Me page is intact. Make sure that you're keeping your channel fresh with fresh uploads on a regular basis, at least once a week. Because by doing so, you will always have fresh current content that can be then placed into this smaller playlist. And each time we come together to meet and greet and network with one another and connect and obtain playlist buddies with each other, it's not going to be a situation. What I'm trying to do is eliminate the situation where we run into, oh man, I wanted to be playlist buddies with her, but the red lines are there because I already ran her. You know what I'm saying? Because we got this same old playlist. Like I said, my 20-hour playlist, it has videos from 11 months ago. I know someone like Miss Full Roller, her playlists have videos from, 7, 8, 9 years ago. So nothing wrong with that. But you also want people to be checking out your new content that you are currently working on. There's things that we're doing and we're capturing and we're throwing up videos, but they're just independent videos on our channel. And again, the research has shown that by organizing similar content together in the form of a playlist increases the likelihood that viewers will watch it, multiple videos in a sitting. So that's basically why I suggested and titled it The Benefits of YouTube Playlists. I don't know if Big Dog Gamer has left the room, but I hope I answered your question because you indicated that you didn't get it. So I just wanted to be very clear and very transparent what it is that I'm planning to do here. I'm welcoming everyone in the room to participate. YouTube, I say it all the time, is big enough for us all to eat. There is absolutely no need to hate on the next man. We can all eat. And in all honesty, we have to support one another with running playlists. It's the only way to help get that and having live streams and going live on a regular basis. That's what's going to increase your watch time hours. But there's a difference between YouTubers and then content creators. In my opinion, a YouTuber is somebody who just sits down in front of the camera and hits the go live button. They don't really got no content. They don't have no talent that they're out here showcasing on a regular basis. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you cool with it, if you like it, I love it. But I actually have talents and I have content and I put those out in the form of videos and uploaded videos. So what I'm suggesting is, because I know I'm not the only one who does that, let's create these smaller playlists, incorporate those videos weekly. And when we come together to network and fellowship with one another and exchange playlists with one another, it will be a way to not only get those videos watched, but also allow the person running your video to check you out, learn a little bit more about your content, maybe even refer you out to other people because it's something fresh and current that they're seeing going on your channel. So again, I feel like I'm rambling now at this point, guys. If there's anybody else in the stream that have any questions or anything that I may have not clarified, please type it into the chat so that we can get some clarification, because I would really like to get this started going forth on next Saturday. And while you all are typing your questions in, I'm going to reiterate, everyone in here's About page should be filled out by now, to where you have another form of social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, some other form of social media that we can communicate with, so that we're not having to constantly put this on your comments on your videos. Once you have ran the person's playlist that you have Playlist Buddy partnered up with, send them a quick video on Instagram or Facebook letting them know, hey, your playlist has been ran, and they can then likewise do the same. And we just keep it going from there. It's a win-win situation for us all. Okay, I see you guys are mixing and moving, and that's great. And honestly, I do see a couple of people in here who I have never partnered up with. Kenny Bay, do you have a playlist? And the Yo-Yo Diet Show, I know you have playlists. Would you like to partner up? Would you two ladies like to partner up with me? And I would say, since we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis, allow the person that you partner with 1 week time to confirm with you that they have ran your playlist. Everyone is busy. Most of us work. I know I do. So I'm not going to accept you as a playlist partner on tonight and then by tomorrow be done running your playlist. Sometimes I don't start right away, but trust and believe that I will run you when I say I'm going to run you, and I will definitely be able to handle a 1 week time frame to get back with you and let you know in the form of video proof that, Hey, the red lines are there. I'm Randy. Look and see what y'all are saying. Not one that you put a lot of time into, but you will now. Okay, well, Kenny Bay, let me know. And you've got a whole week, and I hope to see you back here on Saturday. Like I said, in the initial playlist, if you don't have any at all, it doesn't matter if you only throw 2, 3 videos in there. You got to start somewhere to get your watch time. So even if you only have a couple of videos in your playlist, that's fine. You'll still get your watch time if you take anywhere from 2 to 5 playlist buddies. And let's see. Web Savvy, have we ever partnered up before to run each other's playlists? And do you have a playlist that doesn't consist of live streams? Because I really don't want, that's what'll be different about my playlist buddy program. No live streams. It's going to be all in the form of uploaded videos, guys. Because you're going to get your watch time from your live streams. I won't be including any live streams in my playlist. It'll be all uploaded videos. Scratch and Flame, saying Nicole. Wizini. Wizini, will you be participating in this playlist program? Do you have smaller playlists? You have one without live streams. Okay, Web Savvy. And I'm sure you have an alternative form of communication on your page. Would you like to partner up, Web Savvy, as a playlist buddy? I have several playlists on my channel. I have the 20-hour one that says Team Build 20. And then I also have smaller ones. Like I have ones that have just TV show reviews that may only be like an hour to 2 hours. I just have to figure out the breakdown, but I have several. So I'm happy with anyone running any one of my playlists. I really don't mind as long as there's some videos in there and you let me know that you ran them. I'm happy with that. But for the purpose of this program, by next Saturday when we come back together, I will have one entitled Pandy's 5 hour or something along those lines. And I'm actually recommending that everybody that's here tonight that is down to participate do the same so that when we come back together again, we'll know. I do have Instagram, Web Savvy. The minimum hours, the indoor outdoor for the first time, um, it can be anywhere from, I would say, 5 hours. Now, even when you create your initial playlist for your 5 hour playlist, you may only have 2 videos in it. Of course, it's not going to be 5 hours because we're looking for new and fresh uploaded videos. Um, so that's fine because we're just getting started and this is a brand new program. But even if you've only got an hour worth of video in there and you come in, say you pick up 2 to 5 playlist buddies, that's still 2 to 5 people running you for those 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? So again, we're just starting. The goal here is to ultimately work your way up to creating that initial 5 hour playlist. Unless you have fairly new videos, let's say I know you do gardening and things of that sort. Let's say over the last few weeks, you've been creating some uploaded videos and you've got enough videos to throw together into a playlist calling it your 5 hour playlist. Go for it. So that way, when we come together next week, for those of us who haven't ran you recently and there's no red lines, you're all set and prepared to go. But I want to piggyback off of what Miss Fool Roller said. We definitely want to get away from commenting on people's YouTube videos hey, starting the journey, playing your playlist, traveling through all of that, because eventually there's so many people doing it. YouTube, the algorithm is going to start picking up on it. And I would hate to see for people starting to lose watch time hours. So we're not going to do that. We're going to simply communicate off of YouTube, either on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever your alternative form of social media is. We'll simply be coming together in the live stream, meeting and greeting, talking and chopping it up, and saying, hey, do you want to be playlist buddies? And taking our playlist buddies. But all our communication during that week regarding the playlist is going to take place off of YouTube, if that makes sense. Even when we have these live streams like tonight, I will be going back and disabling the comments. So no one will be able to go back and see what was discussed. Yeah, they can play back and hear me talking. Who cares? Does that make sense? And don't anyone here feel like there's a dumb question. The only dumb question is the question not asked. Web Savvy, is there a particular playlist of yours that you would like for me to run? Or you don't care, I can just go to your page and look at something, see what I like? Because for me, I don't really care. You can actually check out any one of mine. I think my largest playlist is, of course, the 20-hour one. That has the majority of all my videos. However, they go back almost a year to some new ones. I haven't really added any new ones. I've been trying to create separate playlists for like my wigs, my TV show reviews, recipes, things of that sort. The wigs one is going to probably be more current because I'm always throwing a new wig review in there. Oh, okay. I didn't hear that, or I didn't hear that. I didn't see that. So thank you, indoor outdoor. Check the mama change your name. Cool. Hey, Mobile Diaries. Mobile Diaries, do you have playlists that do not include live streams on your channel? And are you interested in participating in the Playlist Buddy program? Let me know, Mobile Diaries, because you actually have a lot of people come to your platform, Mobile Diaries, and I think this would be a great opportunity for you to let some people know that you intermingle with on a regular basis if they have playlists of uploaded content and they're interested in creating smaller 5 hour long playlists that they can sometimes come and exchange playlist buddies here. So let me know. Oh, you're talking to your own. Got it. Well, that was pretty much it. I think some of the people may have left out, and that's fine. For those of you who stayed, I appreciate you. We'll be coming together basically next Saturday. I won't try to hold you any more than maybe 45 minutes to an hour. It'll simply be a time for us to come and meet and greet, talk outside of the aggressive growth stream atmosphere, and connect with new content creators and exchange playlists. So also for those of us who have our community page, it would be great to, invite people to come, let them know, or other fellow content creators that you may know who are also trying to increase their watch time. Let them know, hey, create a playlist. If you got a playlist with uploaded videos, no live streams, but uploaded videos, no private videos, and no videos of their favorite YouTubers, but their own content, and they're interested in growing their watch time analytics, let them know on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to come on over. You can do that on your Facebook account. You can do that on Twitter, Instagram, and on your community tab. That way, just like the other channels, we can get more people in here that are have the same goal and purpose to grow their analytics. You know what I mean? If we want to go look for subscribers, we all know how to do that. We know how to get out and grind. I'm not so much tripping off the subscribers right now. I'm trying to build the watch time hours up. And if y'all know, like I know, if you want to get monetized, you would be on that same grind. That's all I'm saying. So we've been 41 minutes, y'all. I'm not selfish. I don't like to take too much of your time. I would say let's take the next couple of minutes for anybody that may have any questions or any comments or give any feedback to please go ahead and put that in the chat. Let me know now what your thoughts are. And if not, we'll go ahead and bring it to a close. I'm pretty sure that for the most part, everybody here has identified what their content is and understands what it is they're creating on their channels. I just want to encourage everybody to pretty much stay focused, narrow down on what your niche is and hone in on it so that you can always keep coming with fresh, new, current content for your channel. Another tip I want to share is don't be obsessed with the numbers. I was finding that I was starting to get obsessed with the numbers. I'm no longer obsessing over the numbers. Of course, I want the numbers. Of course, I want to grow. We all do. But if we concentrate and focus on the quality of content that we're putting on our channels, the numbers will come. The numbers will fall into place. So I will say, don't stress yourself. Hey, Rico's Bizarre Food, thank you so much for coming in. Rico's Bizarre Foods. We're going to be starting up a new little playlist buddy program over here, Rico. We're going to be starting off with creating a little 5-hour playlist so that next Saturday when we come together at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody will be ready with their shorter 8-hour playlist. It's not going to be a playlist that consists of any live streams, Rico. It's going to be all uploaded content. It can be something silly. It can be something educational, whatever it is you deem fit. But during these live streams, we'll be coming together basically to meet, greet, chop it up, and we'll be connecting for our playlist buddies. Now, again, the rules for participation are going to be that you have at least a minimum of one playlist and also an alternative form of social media that we can communicate with you on. So we're not having to launder up our content section with, oh, I'm starting the journey, or the race starts here, that type of crap. Because after a while, with so many people doing that, the algorithm is going to start kicking that mess back, and people's going to find themselves losing watch time hours. So in an effort to get ahead of that, we're going to go another way. So if you're down to participate, Rico, you are more than welcome. I encourage you to do it. That way we are all supporting one another. with getting our watch time analytics up. This was just like an informational meeting talking about my idea and how we can do this to better support one another. And basically, it'll start on next Saturday. So you have a whole week to look at your most current, recent uploaded videos, rounding them up together into a fresh new playlist, having the 5 hour title somewhere implemented in there. For example, Pandy's 5 hour, Pandy's fresh new 5 hour gig, something, you know what I'm saying? Something creative. And then when we come back together next week in casual chatting, we'll connect the right way by shouting out an individual's name with a heart emoji and letting them know, hey, I want to be your playlist buddy. Now, since we'll be meeting once a week, you'll have a whole week to run that person. We ain't expecting you to take somebody on Saturday and then be running you down by Sunday talking about you ain't ran them. No. If we're taking playlist buddies with a minimum of 2 to a maximum of 5 playlist buddies, we're allowing 1 week's time to come back on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and let that person know in the form of a short video clip that the playlist red lines have been ran. So everybody pretty much has to be honest and be trustworthy. We're not going to be doing the skipping, the muting, anything that's going to harm that person's watch time. You know, if we do it right and we do it correctly, everybody's going to see a major increase in their watch time hours. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for. It's okay, Web Savvy. I was just asking if you had a particular playlist that you wanted me to run. And did anybody have any questions about what it was that I presented here on tonight? Or any comments or any feedback? Totally understandable, Rico. That's why I'm suggesting we'll start next Saturday. Tonight was more like an informational meeting, an informational live stream. It ain't a meeting. You know what I'm saying? It's a live stream. I'm just chatting. You got a whole week basically to get your little 5 hour playlist together. And if you don't have any fresh content, even if when you come to the live next week and your playlist only has 2 to 3 videos in it, that's cool. It don't matter. You can still connect and get playlist buddies, and you'll still get watch time for that amount of time because the goal here is going to encourage you to work on fresh content so that you can be constantly dumping fresh videos into that playlist to work your way up to it being a 5 hour playlist. Now, shout out to Team Build with Geo. I love her program. I participate in it. What I'm doing is going to be simply an alternative. I will still continue to participate in Team Build with Geo. However, I'm going to be doing this as well. YouTube is a large enough platform that we can all do it. Oh, I, Web Savvy, I'm so brand new to Instagram, I don't even know what that means. I literally only created the Instagram so that I could have a way to communicate with people through Team Build to let them know that I ran your playlist. So I will accept your request, but I don't know what the spotlight is. So you have to fill me in on that. Hey, Madman Serpents, thank you for coming in. Madman Serpents, if you're interested in participating in the playlist program, we will be starting that on next week. Everybody will be coming back on next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a shorter 5-hour playlists that you will have created that will not contain any live streams. It'll only have uploaded content in it, preferably some of your most recent content, so that your playlist buddy can have an opportunity to check you out and see some of your most recent work. But I thank you and appreciate you for coming in. I really do. And I hope that you guys will thumbs up the video. I forgot to say that. Please thumbs up the video. I hope you guys receive what all I'm talking about and love. I think that YouTube is large enough that we can all eat. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to get monetized. Some of us already are, but for the most part, I speak for those of us who are not. And basically, if we support one another by running each other's playlists, that's ultimately going to get our watch time analytics up, which in turn is going to get us that much closer. Oh, your playlist name is Spotlight. Got it. Thank you, Web Savvy. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me write that down. Spotlight. I will hit you up on Instagram to let you know when I started and when I'm finished. Okay. So again, anybody have any questions or need any further clarification on what it was that I discussed here on tonight? Because these particular live streams, I will be going back and disabling the comments on. Thank you, Scratching Queen. I appreciate it. I don't see any comments or any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that means everyone understood what it was I suggested. Thank you, the indoor outdoor. I hoped it would be a good idea. I have put a lot of time and energy and thought into doing this in a way that would be helpful. Hey, Charmaine. Thank you so much for coming in. So I hope that everyone does find it beneficial, and I'm sure we'll all see a little bump in our watch time hours. And again, for those of us who are already at 1K and we have a community tab, this is an excellent way for us to share. We can call it a network or a meet and greet. That way, more people will come in that we may not already be acquainted with. So that way, it'll be more people coming in. Again, it's not a growth stream chat. We're not trying to chase down subscribers. We're simply trying to connect content creators with other content creators who have playlists so that we can exchange playlists with each other. We're not trying to outdo what Team Build with Gio's doing. She is doing an excellent job over there, and she's doing it her way. What we're simply doing is coming up with smaller playlists, a 5-hour, a 10-hour, and a 15-hour. And for those of you who don't have a playlist, any uploaded videos that you have, throw them into your playlist and call it your 5-hour. Don't let that be the reason that you don't come to the network night. Don't let that be the reason that you don't participate and get you some playlist buddies. Because I guarantee you, if you get 2 to 5 buddies and 2 to 5 people run that little short playlist, you're going to see your watch time hours go up a little bit. And when those watch time hours start going up a little bit, you're going to start to want to see it go up more. And it's going to be fun. We can brainstorm, we can bounce ideas off of one another, we can, answer questions And it's just another opportunity for us to network with one another in a different environment and not just be sitting on a live stream wasting time or benefiting the person hosting the live, but actually gaining something from it for yourself. What are you going to be gaining? You're going to be gaining watch time hours. You're going to be gaining new content creators, relationships. You're going to be building rapport with others who may be in the same niche as you. It's just so many different benefits to doing this. It's the potential is endless. So again, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here. I'm looking forward to doing this. Next Saturday is going to be the official night. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, I am going to go ahead and bring it to a close. Anyone else have any other questions for me or need to get anything else clarified before I bring it to a close? Anything at all, please type it in the chat. Thank you, Indoor Outdoor. I appreciate that. I will be right here next Saturday. All right. Well, it doesn't look like there's any more questions. So I am going to go ahead and bring this to a close. I will be disabling these comments. And you all definitely work on your 5-hour playlist. Whatever your most recent uploaded videos are, it could be Christmas videos, Thanksgiving videos, whatever content you were working on. I would say within the last 2 to 3 months, that's considered recent. As long as it's not a live stream and it is an upload, put it in that playlist and create one and call it your 5 hour so that when we come together next week, you'll be that much more prepared to exchange playlist buddies and we can go ahead and get started so we can start watching our watch time hours go up together. All right. I'm Pandi of Pandi's Hair Candy and More. You all, thank you so much for coming. You all be blessed. You all have a great weekend. And until we meet again, have a good night. Thank you.